All right, it's another episode of Rogan Radio and Battlefront. Let's talk about Battlefront real quick before we get into anything else. It's been around for a while, a couple weeks now, and so far I'm loving it. You know what? There's a lot of reviews about the thing that before it came out saying it was just going to be kind of the same old, wasn't really too exciting. I'm having a blast with it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who said it wasn't going to be exciting, pal.
Yeah.
Well, the reviewers, you know, just almost...
I remember Bill was saying that he was reading a lot of reviews where it was going to be terrible and all that stuff.
It's turned out to be a great game. It's extremely exciting. Now, you know, Steve being... you haven't even played it, have you?
Nope.
But let me tell you something. It's exciting. If you like Star Wars, if you like the Battlefield games, it's just carnal. It's just not. I mean, it's just absolute brutality. I mean, sometimes it could be the most frustrating thing on the planet. Sometimes it's the best thing on the planet. But if you're playing Star Wars, you're seeing lasers and what's the one grenade?
Dude, that thermal imploder. That thing when that thing goes off, just the sound.
Listen, that thing is brutal.
I just love the sound effects on it.
They did a fantastic job with
how they came up with that thing.
The thermal detonator. I love it.
It is,
or as Fido calls it, thermal degrader.
Yeah.
Throw it and they go, you suck. You're ugly. Terrible at this game.
But
no one likes you.
Listen, it's turned out to be a fantastic game. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, yeah. I can't put the thing down. And normally I'm a kind of guy that likes to play single player. That's my favorite. Single player.
The missions are great too, though.
Yeah, this game really didn't have a campaign.
Not
a traditional campaign.
Not at all, actually. There's no story to the game at all.
Yeah.
And I can see why, because of all the work that they've done. I mean, DICE did a fantastic job in this. I mean,
the only thing that I could say that I wish was better is I wish they would have created a better lobby system. Something that we could be in, like Call of Duty, and then it takes you to the game instead of, okay, everybody get ready to jump into
your
this.
triangles.
Yeah.
Hit your triangles.
Triangles.
Yeah, because
I don't like
the party aspect compared to like the lobby aspect, it's definitely there's not really necessarily a lobby.
Mm-hmm.
So as long if they're in your party, then they go with you in the game, right?
As long as you want to. As long as you want to.
Yeah, well, you got to hit that triangle.
Everybody has to hit the triangle.
Yeah, say if you're in the, which is kind of
like Battlefield games,
but it's kind of nice at the same time, because say if you have like, you know, you could have, I don't know how many people you can have in your party on the PS4 anyway, but say if you have 8 and some people are playing this game and some people are playing that game or whatever, and you're just like, okay, fellas, the ones that are playing Battlefront at this time, get ready to hit X because you're going to go with me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or if you're playing a mission, you say, oh, okay, I want to do this. Bang. If you're, you know, so that's going to be pretty nice. I mean, it is really nice.
Mm.
And expansion pack, if you want to buy that.
Have you bought that yet?
No.
I have it, yeah. Because, dude, it's going to have 4 new game modes, of course, and 4 game modes is a lot, and a bunch of new maps.
Yeah, like 16.
Yeah, a lot of new maps.
Is it going to be, what's this going to spread out over 2 years probably?
Probably.
I think over a year, over the 1 year.
Over 1 year?
But you'll get early
access. I think
access.
every quarter, you'll probably have one.
Probably. You get 2-week early access.
Oh, it's like $50, something like that.
Yeah, $49.99.
I mean, it's about as much as the game's going to be, but
they used to be $25. I hate that they keep raising.
Yeah, no kidding, man. You know they got this content already. They just trying to.
You know, half of it's already. They did that junk on the last console, on the 360s and the PS3. They released all the content was already on disc.
Yeah, sure.
You just had to unlock it by buying it.
That's stupid.
So
it's just a money grab, but. Hey, man.
That's
costs
where
a lot of money.
But it's Star Wars, so take my money.
Hey, man, listen.
Take it. You can have it. I got to talk to you about the warranty, too. We'll do that off air.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that
out. But anyway, you're listening to Rogan Radio. Follow us on, listen, I'm just about everywhere so far, on the Facebook, on the Google Plus, on Twitter. And once again, I want to thank everybody, and seriously, thanks everybody that's actually subscribed to this thing. We had no clue it was going to turn out to be what it has been, by you listening to us on iTunes, on the Stitcher, on an Android app, getting ready to Google Play. You're going to be able to do that if you're on Android, and also on SoundCloud, which is uniform to both systems, or all OSs, really. So that's fantastic. We really do appreciate that, and it's just overwhelming, really, because we have to kind of watch what we say now. Never thought we'd have to do that.
Yeah.
We just thought we'd be talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit different than that, especially to the people talking Leet speak.
Yeah.
Steve, what's
where
Leet
is
speak?
that?
That's the one I truly have no clue what Leet speak is.
Let's find out real quick, and then we're gonna call it.
It's talking like an onion.
We're gonna call it a segment.
Say my name.
Leet speak isn't.
Is it it's got to be a place.
Say my name.
Oh, that's Walter. I love Walter.
Oh no, hold on. That's Leet Speak is somebody that it's a hacker name.
Uh-oh.
Representation of text that replaces letters with numbers. I don't know. You might want to.
I didn't say anything bad about anybody.
Yeah, you know what? Anonymous, sorry. The anonymous people that are listening, and when I mean anonymous, we really do appreciate you listening.
We love you.
Chuck made us do this.
Leet Speak, wow. Huh.
Never heard it. Don't know.
Is an alternate representation of text that replaces letters with numbers or character combinations. Okay, well, that's great. Leet Speak.
Well, thank you.
To all the Leets out there,
Thank you for the two of you.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, incognito mode. You can go back to your porn now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, you're listening to Rogan Radio. Hey, we're back with Rogan Radio, or we started with Rogan Radio. We don't know where we are with Rogan Radio. Listen, I'll tell you what, one thing we want to really thank you for is actually listening to the broadcast, and you can check us out in so many different ways, either by listening to iTunes, and I think we even have some new reviews on iTunes, by the way, we didn't even talk about.
we do.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, I know Mariah sent one because we had
Mariah, you're on fire.
Oh, the wings of
she's on
Mariah.
fire.
We can bank those. Let's get to text messages.
Well, you know what? We do have some text messages too. And once again, what we've been talking about was one of the most important things is for you, the listener. We'd like a lot of feedback. One thing we know, we can look through the analytics. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know what
the
that word
numbers.
means.
What's the word, Steve? You're a hell of a lot smarter than I am.
Star Wars?
Skywalker.
What is it when you're looking at numbers of shit? When you're looking at numbers of stuff? Analytics?
Analytical?
Analytics? Okay, we'll say analytics because I'll just make that turn. And Todd likes the word lick.
I think all of you are wrong.
Analytical?
Analytical?
Oh, no, that's the word.
The analytical numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And so we know there's a ton of people listening, but and we're getting some great response on our Facebook page. But one of the things that we really want, and we're starting to get now, is if you call or you text us, and that's on our hotline at 681-222-ROGN. And this week we have we're going to keep it anonymous because I'm looking at this and I'm not letting anybody else look at it. And it could be because I'm making it up. Maybe I'm not.
I hope you're not.
You know what? I don't think.
Well,
maybe,
let's see.
Maybe
Probably
I am.
consistent if
So
you're
what we
making it
need
up.
here, first of all, we know that Schlinka had a birthday. It was last weekend. Was it last weekend?
Yeah, I guess. I don't
It
remember.
was last weekend. I mean, how are you, like, what, 67 or something like
Yeah,
that now?
something like that.
You're pretty close to something like that. So what we need is we're going to read this text message. And once again, please send us your voicemails or send us a text at 681-222-ROGN. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a dime. And but what I'm going to read to you a certain text message that we got on that hotline. And first of all, I need some porn music.
Now.
All right. There we go. So it says...
I like the way you changed the whole
Yeah,
mood
because
of
you
the-
know what,
of a
you-
text.
You want me to
Yeah,
dim the
I
lights?
need some women music. Yeah.
Oh,
You
some
should say
women
something like, "Hey, I love Rogan Radio," and they're like, "Let's change it.
Let's change it. Let's go ahead. First of all, let me say, for your birthday, Jimmy, happy birthday. We love you here in North Carolina, South Carolina, North Dakota, South Dakota, anywhere you want to go, baby, I'm there. We're spreading the word along with your STDs down here among all my friends. Someday, Chuck and Todd, I want to meet you both.
Uh-oh.
Preferably all at the same time. With Schlinka. Or as I like to call him, Schlonka. Some people like to call him Shorta. I call him Schlonka. A shout out to Raleigh would be appreciated. We continue to listen down here, down south. You guys are GREAT, eat great. We love Rogan Radio. Listen, so that's a great text message that we got, and I want to appreciate the person that sent that.
whoever.
Let's see, the person that sent that to us was me. What? Yep, that was to me, from me, in Raleigh, North Carolina. Allegedly. I just got to put my spin on there because it was nothing like that. I kind of paraphrased that. But we once again, we want to thank, we're not even going to bring up somebody. That's what I mean. It's all obviously anonymous, so go ahead and send us what you want, 681-222-ROGN. And listen, first of all,
no, keep it going. Keep it going.
Oh, yeah.
Spock. Show us what you got there, Chuck.
Big Mac. Ooh. Chicken tenders. They all go in my throat. And I all like the way they taste.
Swallow them.
Well, now I feel like I'm playing Pokemon or something. What the hell, dude?
Hey, call it what you want.
Pokemon, who cares? Pokewoman.
Pokewoman is...
But anyway, I want to thank KDS, Permanent Signs and Moors, because what they did was they made some Rogan Radio signs. But if you're looking at us on the video part of the podcast now, here are our new shirts. Man, I think this is one for Justin. That or for Jimmy's underwear. I'm not real sure.
Wait a minute now.
Look at that thing.
That's
You
size
guys
Shrek.
you haven't seen that thing yet.
Size Shrek. Look at that. It's big.
See that, Stephen?
Very nice.
Yeah, it turned out really nice there. So I want to thank Steve and his wife and KDS Primitive Signs and More. And you can check them out on Facebook. And also, now listen, we have an app. Now, I haven't released the app because we're kind of working out the stuff on it to make it a little bit more easier for me to explain how to get it. What we wanted to do is make an app so you can check out all the tweets, all the posts on the Facebook, all the videos, all the podcasts, all that stuff, and make it easy no matter if you're on Apple or if you're on Android or if you're on Windows, no matter what you're on, which I think we've done that. We just haven't really found a way to explain that yet. So I'm getting to that point, but here's what we're going to do. Each month, we're going to go ahead and take we're going to have a contest. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. How many people I'll check it out here on the Facebook to see how many likes we have, because we haven't looked at the analytics yet of the for a while. And but one thing that I can tell you is each month what we're going to do is we're going to take a collective of everybody that sends a screenshot of their phone with the Rogan Radio app on it. And it's going to be extremely easy for you to get. As you can tell, if you're on I'm just going to hit the thing here. And we're going to take all the contestants that send in a screenshot, post it to Rogan Radio that they have it. Right there's what the app's going to look like. Yep. Right there's what the app looks like. And each month we're going to pick out of the hat somebody that has sent us a screenshot. You can't win more than once, and if you do, well, you're lucky because we'll never remember who did in the first place. And we're going to give you, what we're going to do is give you a $25 gift certificate or a gift card from Starbucks, or if you want it from Amazon, or if you wherever the hell you want it, you're just going to win $25. You tell us where you want it from. It has just to be able to be a gift card, and we're going to send it to you. How easy is that? All you have to do is download the app, put it on your phone, send us a screenshot, and bang.
Bang. There you go.
Each month, you're going to win it. And then once we get to, let's see how many, we have 421 likes on the page. On the 500th like of the Facebook page,
They'll be the winner.
there's going to be a winner. What's the winner going to win?
They're going to win a $25 gift card of your choice.
A date with Chuck.
A date with me and $100.
Wow.
$100. Yep, that's right. So every month, somebody's going to win $25 gift certificate from somewhere just by sending us an app or a screenshot of the app on their phone. And then once we hit the 500, guess what? You're going to win $100.
So it's going to hit $4.99, and then everybody's just going to sit back.
It's going to be like an eBay contest.
Like, I got to go out with Chuck. I'm going to wait till 500 clicks in.
So, Jimmy, you better go to the truck stop and start making some money. You better start earning your keep like Todd does. So, but that's pretty good news there. That's how we're going to do that. And we're also going to give you information on how you can, we might even have.
I just want likes.
Please. I will pay you for your life.
You know what, man? If I have to have sex with you three guys, if I have to do that to have all this stuff in my house, then you know what? You guys can at least act.
Well, I'm going last.
You're going last. Well, of course you would.
Yeah.
Who wants pole
position? He wants sloppy thirds.
Listen, dude, you definitely want to be the caboose on the train. That's right.
Listen, by the time you get done with these guys, you don't want nothing to do with me, pal.
Actually, you're wrong about that, because one thing that's funny about that is the last person gets the best beaten, because after the first one, you're like, okay, I'm done. Now I'm got a little bit left in the tank, and then the last one, you're just so wore out. You're just like, okay, I can go all night now.
Sounds like
behind this.
sounds like experience.
Yes, it does.
Well, I mean, I just read the Diaries of Jimmy Wisniewski. That's
Whoa,
all. I mean, you know what?
hey.
You didn't hear for nothing.
Yeah.
Ow,
Here I come.
Here I come again.
Get ready, because here I come. Sickos, my goodness. No, but really, those details will be coming out, so be listening for that. Once again, each month we're going to be giving out, and all you have to do, once again, is have a screenshot of the app on your phone. We'll give you a $25 gift certificate. I don't give a shit where it's from. If you want it from Best Buy, if you want it from Target, if you want it from Walmart, if you want it, I don't, if I can get it, you're going to get it. Starbucks, I don't care.
So on the next podcast, you'll take a random or once a month.
Well, no, it's going to be once a month. So say right around the first of the year, I guess. Because
I think you should do it every single
December.
podcast.
I think we should
Start with December.
And you know what? Let's have one podcast a month, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
It's December.
We'll start in December.
Be a nice
we'll do
Christmas gift for somebody.
Yeah.
And we'll do that, and then, well, you know what? We might even have a couple of that with. Boy, there would be, because we have a Christmas special coming up, we have a Star Wars special coming up, and we'll have a New
Turkey
Year's
trot,
special
too.
coming out, and the turkey trot on Thanksgiving. So we have a lot of stuff coming up.
And listen,
Yeah.
it's free. Just take a screenshot.
Yeah, listen,
send
you
it
don't have to
post
do-
it to Rogan Radio.
Listen, there is nothing you have to do except listen to know that to win this stuff, because there's going to be all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, you're going to get what was the other contest we were talking about? It was Steve doing some kind of a dance at somebody's birthday party or something. I'm not really sure what that was all about.
Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy.
Yeah, so you know that's even in the works. Sorry, Steve, throw you under the bus like that.
That's
but-
all right. Just give me a little advance warning.
So you know what? You keep listening, but once again, what's going to happen is you're going to have to basically post that to Rogan Radio, and you can find that on the Facebook, and that's the one we mainly look at, even though we're on Twitter and Google Plus and YouTube. And be sure to please subscribe to us if you do like the show on the and if you know. If you don't hear this, then you're not listening to the iTunes and the Stitcher, and leave us a review. That's the big thing, because so far we're moving up pretty good. We're moving up real well.
Reviews. Do it.
Wow! Holy moly, mother of! Where's the analytics here? We need to give a shout out to a certain who we haven't thanked a single person. I think this week what we should do is thank the analytics. Let's see, who was our biggest supporter this week of Rogan Radio? How about the DMV of West Virginia?
No. Yeah, how much?
Yeah, right.
No.
Let me tell you something.
Weed every day.
Let me tell you something, man. I had one hell of an experience up there. This past week trying to get a new driver's license. I mean, you know, the absolute.
That's where you can work when you retire.
Oh shoot! I'm telling you, man, it is absolutely brutal, and it was absolutely brutal. And I still don't have my driver's license yet. And I had everything that I thought I needed, from a birth certificate from the hospital to where I was born, but they said, no, that wasn't good enough. You need it from the courthouse. And I said, wasn't born at a courthouse. I was born at the hospital, so how did the courthouse get it? I went through all this stuff, and you know, it was literally hurt my daggone head.
They did the same thing with Steph with the birth certificate thing coming back, but yet they gave her the exact same driver's license number she had for West Virginia before we left. So if you got all that information still in your system, and then you still want that.
So when she came back, she got the same number she had when she
yeah,
was here?
same. So did I. I got the same driver's license I had before I left.
Well,
Wow.
you know, I
That
guess
is
That's just luck.
crazy.
Yeah, that's just luck.
she better play the lottery.
Hey, we have some new stuff here, by the way, I'm looking at. We have some new followers in Japan, Spain, Bulgaria, Canada, Poland, and Brazil.
You know, wouldn't it be? I think it'd be cool to have somebody from Brazil or Japan
Call in. That would
call
be
that Rogan
great.
Radio hotline.
Call collect.
I know. I think Todd's just hoping it'll be like some Brazilian woman or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Listen, Brazilian wax.
Oh, so
No,
that's
that sounded like they were from Vietnam, not from Brazil. From Brazil, they're like, "Ooh, chule, oh, what's that? You want to take a bath?" That sounds like something. Do your Brazilian chick impression again. What was that sound like? What's wrong with you, man? It's hilarious. So once again, we the biggest thing is we really want to thank you a lot and all that, and because it really is important to us. Oh, we have 69 in Germany.
Ooh.
Australia?
They're good number.
They're big on that in
I'm
Germany.
just kind of looking at I don't look at this
Not much
stuff.
else to look at.
Hey, we have 32 in France. Hey, listen. That was probably after I started going 9 in Egypt. Let's go through the terrorist countries here. Let's just see. Because I bet they're going up a little bit.
Check the Syria listing.
Saudi Arabia 8.
Now, but listen. Last time you
Shut
did this,
up.
didn't we have one? We had one from Syria, right? One.
Yeah, we did have one. That's
They
it.
left.
Yeah, they were a refugee.
Yeah,
Somewhere in Northern Turkey.
They're now in France.
They're in Braxton, West Virginia now.
Yeah.
See if there's still only one. Maybe there's more than one. They're spreading the good word.
Greece 8.
They're spreading the Rogan
8,
word.
Denmark 10. Nigeria,
Greece, they're looking
7.
for jobs.
I'm not seeing any Syria now.
Yeah.
Syria's gone. They waxed them. They found that they were on the internet.
Yeah.
Daggone. Hey, but we are. Hey, listen to this. How many were we up to in New York last time? 9 or like there wasn't very many. 10? 10 out of 10 million. It wasn't 90. It was some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, it wasn't that
What,
many.
452 now.
Oh.
See?
Leaps and bounds.
New York, New York.
452 in New York City. That's fantastic.
Syria is gone.
Huh. Well, you know
You're
what?
listening to
Daggone it.
Rogan
I wonder
Radio.
what happened to our Syrian friend. But we did
He's
pick up
dead.
8 in Saudi Arabia, so I guess that worked itself out. So anyway, once again, be looking for all kinds of new contests each podcast, and obviously because we don't have these things every single day or whatever, we'll do them by the month. So you'll have more than ample opportunity to win something. Go ahead and keep up to date on everything on our Facebook page at Rogan Radio, on Twitter, on YouTube, Google Plus. You know, there's just numerous ways. By this time, everybody knows. I mean, if you have somebody from freaking Puerto Rico or Serbia or Hungary, for crying out, Morocco. Macedonia? 6 in Macedonia. If those people can figure this out, then there's no excuse for you not to win something.
That might be accidental clicks.
Yeah.
No, that could
They're
be.
sitting on their dirt floor with
Joe
their laptop.
Rogan? Seth
Yeah,
Rogan?
this is not the Joe Rogan.
What is this, Seth Rogan?
Talking to me.
I was looking for Joe Rogan.
You know what? Maybe I should change my name to Joe Rogan. That's the only reason my parents named me. That's the only reason my parents named me Chuck Rogan is because Joe Rogan was already taken.
There you go.
But how old was he?
Yeah, I think you're older than Joe Rogan.
Am I? I don't know. Hey, I don't even know who really the guy is, to be honest.
I just
with
know he does podcasts. I don't know.
you. Yeah, I think he. Hey, really? Because he's a UFC guy, right? He does all this stuff on AMA or whatever that stuff is. What about that? What's her name? Leona Lielmsme or whatever her name is?
Holly Helms or whatever. The
one that just got her ass beat.
That was
No, that was Ronda
Ronda
Rousey.
Rousey.
Listen, she's first of all pretty sexy.
You think?
She's okay.
Well, you make her
Sometimes.
mad.
Listen, she's a hell of a lot sexier than Carrie Fisher is.
Well,
point
it's a
taken.
59-year-old Carrie Fisher, not a 19-year-old Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Or 25-year-old.
Or 25-year-old.
Even a
Yeah.
30-year-old.
Yeah.
That was her rough years.
Yeah.
How about a 30-year-old Mark Hamill?
No thanks.
But listen, she got her ass beat.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
We watched that fight.
But
That
he was-
Holly Holmes, she had, it was a...
Because she stayed away from her. Ronda Rousey's one of those girls that she likes to, once she locks up with you, you're done. Because she's great like that. But that
Yeah,
chick
now Holly
knew,
Holmes is a boxer.
Stay away.
She's a boxer.
18-time world champion boxer.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
she just kicked the shit out of her.
Well, listen, you know what? Isn't it kind of crazy that it's
Literally.
the same thing now? Was it because she wasn't fighting her style, or was it because she did,
Oh, yeah, it had to be.
or was it because she just didn't think she was a threat?
Well,
the same
that's
thing
what-
happened to
that's
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson and her had the same kind of thing. They used to beat everybody's ass in 20 seconds, and the match was over.
See, that's kind of what I think. I think that Ronda Rousey went in there with a chip on her. She's like, listen, you're not going to kick my ass because I'm the best there. And she just got cocky. And that Holly Holmes, you see what she was in shape. That Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, her last 4 fights was a total of less than 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But see, Ronda Rousey never really knocked anybody out. She just makes them submit. That's her thing, you know what I mean? Just like when you're, like you were saying, like when Mike Tyson, when he lost to James Buster Douglas, it was
Damn,
like
was he some kind of a,
attack.
what is he, who did he assassinate?
No, what happened was, I mean, he didn't,
Gee, who
he
knew?
didn't look at, he didn't, like a lot of those guys, if they'd get a punch in on Tyson, they would be like, oh, and admire their work. Well, that dude didn't. He just went bang,
Right,
bang,
he went
bang,
after
bang,
him.
bang, and didn't stop to admire that he got a punch in on
That
Tyson.
happened in Japan, didn't it? Or something like that?
I don't remember where
I think it was.
I think it was too. James Buster Douglas. See,
Then
I always
after
called him
that, it was-
Buster Douglas. I
yeah.
would have never knew his first name was James.
Well, hey,
Is that because your first name's James?
maybe
Wow, James
after
Buster
that it was
Douglas.
all
You
downhill.
can call him Buster.
And then Evander, the real deal, Holyfield.
Wow, give me another one. Give me another three-letter name. Come on. James T. Kirk. What's the T stand for?
Tickler.
Tiberius.
Tickler.
Tiberius. Where'd you learn that at?
So I'm a Star Trekkie.
Because you're a Star Trekkie, my ass. You know what?
Stumbled across that.
Todd and I were talking one day, and he was saying, "Oh, I'm a big Trek fan. Everybody you hear, everybody you talk to in a certain moment of time, he's like, yeah, I don't care who it is. Oh, I'm a big. We could be talking. Give me some actor right off the top of your head. Give me one, Steve.
Tom Cruise.
Give me one.
Tom Cruise.
I'm talking to Steve right now.
All
Give me
right.
somebody off your top of your head.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Todd would say, "Oh, I'm a big Christian Bale fan. I love all that guy was
I
in.
know all his movies.
That guy in that one movie was doing this. Jimmy, give me another name.
Jessica Alba.
Yeah, I know a lot about her. I'm a big fan of Jessica Alba. I'm a big fan of Jessica Alba.
Listen, why are you busting my balls, buddy?
Well, you know what? Because it's kind of funny. Because he tells me this one day we're having this conversation about Star Trek. Oh, I'm this big Star Trek fan. Me and Jesse both. I was like, oh, you are? So I know you're a Star Wars fan, and I know you like Star Trek, but I didn't really necessarily realize you were like a super big Star Trek fan per se. I was like, what's T stand for, James T. Kirk? I mean, you're a big fan. I mean, that's pretty obvious. He's a main character. What's the T stand for? James T. Kirk. What's the T stand for?
Are you going to sit here and say that I didn't know what the T stood for?
You did not know what it said. You were like, well, hey, I'm a fan.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I remember the conversation the same way you remember it.
Well, I know because you can't remember yesterday.
Yeah, whatever.
Just like with Jeremy. How many times did Jeremy rewrite history?
Watch, here it comes. Here it comes.
Boom! I want to watch actually the fight. By the way, they're getting ready to sue those people for putting that on there. So I think they were wanting to replay it or something for a pay-per-view to make more money off of it because she did get her ass beat.
No, that was pay-per-view, wasn't it? I thought.
Well, no, it's on YouTube. But no, what I'm saying is, there was, I guess, I read a story, and I don't know how true it is that the pay-per-views were sort of down a little bit because everybody assumed she was going to win. She lost, so then they were going to replay it, and they were like, oh, we want to watch this stuff, but it was all over Vine and Twitter and YouTube
I watched
and everything
it the
else.
next morning. I turned it.
Yeah,
I woke
right.
up that morning. It was already on YouTube.
So
that's how I saw it.
So quit watching that stuff on my IP, man. You're going to get me arrested. And Jimmy's here, and Steve's here. What's really nice about this whole quad that we have going on here, Todd's going to get me arrested by Jimmy, and then Steve can get me out of jail. How nice is that?
We just need a bondsman.
Well, that's not going to... Oh, yeah, who is that going to be?
We'll get Spags.
Ducko.
Dude, he'll do it.
Ducko would do it. But anyway, once again, thanks for listening, and this is just another episode. We're just, as you can tell, rambling on. And is anything? You want to add anything at the moment? Because you're sitting here looking at this computer like you can't stand it.
I'm thinking about going home playing Battlefront before Walking Dead or after.
After the Walking
Battlefront's turned out really nice.
I'm really digging
And this
it.
is coming from Jeremy, who thinks Star Wars.
No, actually, it's coming
is gay.
from Jimmy.
No, I'm just saying, if Jeremy Duckworth thinks that this thing is great, it's pretty good.